Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Ramblin' Live on a Friday morning. I know that's different. Usually I do it on Saturday morning or Saturday evening, but I'd switch it up. It just worked this morning to do it. And yeah, show you some views here as we get started here. I'll tell you where I'm at. Look at this. Hope you're all doing well this morning. Going to make a coffee this morning and talk about coffee, all kinds of coffee history and facts, and have a little fun. Doesn't look like anybody's on here yet, but maybe people will pop in a little bit. I was a few minutes early, and I know a lot of people watch uh, whoa, hello. A lot of people watch the replays. More people watch the replay, which is fine. Get the camera switched back on me here. All right. There I am. Oh. So, where I'm at is the Wagon Hound Rest Area, also called the Elk Mountain Rest Area. And that's Elk Mountain behind me back there in the distance. As the fog is clearing, you can see it. Sun's coming up and burning off fog. And yeah, so I'm on I-80 eastbound between Rollins and Laramie. And I stopped here last night because the weather was getting kind of dicey. So I am loaded with butter from Modesto, California, going to Council Bluffs, Iowa, next Omaha. And it's going for tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. And yeah, so yeah, it started out sunny yesterday was when I was in the Salt Flats of Utah. And then it started raining a little bit. Sun came out, was going back and forth between sun and rain. Isn't that pretty? The mountain over there, just gorgeous. You can see it. Am I doing it the right direction here? Where is it? Right over there. Anyway. And then it started freezing rain, and then it was like hail, and then it was drizzle, and then it was snizzle and snow and all kinds of stuff, and it got icy and really windy. And so I took a little break in Rollins, and I made the military surplus video, so that was fun. Got a couple little treasures there. Hope you like that. And yeah, then drove a little bit further, and I decided to stop here. So I have all day today. Well, I have like 6 hours to drive on my clock, and then a couple hours tomorrow morning, and then I'll be there, deliver. Probably end up sitting in Council Bluffs for the weekend and reload Monday, stay out another week, and then go home. So yeah, that's kind of the scoop. It's about 32 degrees this morning, freezing, and Celsius. I think that's 0. So it's kind of weird. It's 32 Fahrenheit, and there's no wind at all though, so it's beautiful. Gorgeous morning. Yeah, storm went by yesterday, but I think it's clearing. The clouds are clearing. We got some blue sky. The sun is coming up over in the east, which is always a good place for the sun to come up. And yeah, so gonna go over here, and I have a little thing set up here in a little shelter. It's a brick shelter with a wood roof and a metal roof, and I actually tested it out last night, make sure the live stream would work. And I think David was on. Thanks again, David. I don't know if you're watching now, but thank you. He let me know that the sound and video was good. And I was actually here about 6 months ago, last fall, and I made a video, but I don't think I did a live. I think it was just the video. And so here's the shelter, and it's really kind of cool. I'm not going to turn the camera around because it's kind of a pain. I'm using StreamYard through YouTube, but there's a table here. I got my little setup here. And this is really cool too. And there's somebody on here. Who are you? Please comment. Look, there's a fireplace in here. Next time, I think I'll bring some wood and start a fire in here because it's like a chimney, and you can do a little fire. It's pretty cool. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get set up here and get started here. Well, we're already started, but you know how it goes here. All right. So, whew, ooh, that's a cold concrete seat. I meant to bring my sit pad thing from the seat in the truck and forgot it again. Let's see how close we want to be here. Let me know how the video is. Let's see here. Oh, where's my comments? Oh, good night. Comments. I'm not seeing any. Uh, so I'm using the free version of StreamYard, and now there's a link thing on here. You gotta share this link to refer people to StreamYard. So forgive me for that being on there. I don't know why that's on there, but um, so hard to see the comments. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna ramble here for a bit this morning. Um, so so I don't really rehearse or practice my live streams or my videos for that matter, but I always have a bullet list for a live stream. I always have things I want to talk about and stuff. So yeah, got a little list here. Basically, I'm just going to make a coffee and then just talk about coffee, some history and some facts and random tidbits and stuff, some fun things and stuff. And I've done that before, I know, but I just feel like doing it again. So I hope you enjoy this video. So what I got here, there's a cattle truck here, and the cows are moving around and they're making noises. Hopefully, no critters are going to come in here and get me. I basically am in the desert, on mountain. I don't see anything in here. You know me, the wimpy outdoorsman. Okay, so I have my metal pan here. I always like to use that. I'm on a concrete table, but still. And then I also have a little a little lid from the can I like to put down, and I'm using my alcohol stove. I really enjoy these. These are so cool. So there's all different kinds of stoves out there. You can make stoves. I like DIY stuff. You can make a little stove for backpacking and hiking and bushcraft, camping kind of thing, just for making coffee outside. And you can make them or you can buy them. There's Transient, Esbit, and Chinese, Japanese knockoffs or whatever, but I would never buy them. I mean, I don't know. Again, there's all different kinds of stoves, but I'm talking about alcohol stoves. And why buy them when you can make them? I don't know. I just like doing stuff like this. And so the simplest one is just a little Fancy Feast cat food can. Put denatured alcohol in there and light it. Put punch holes around the top, and it's a stove. You can boil water in a few minutes on it. You can make coffee and drinks and cook food, and it actually works. That's the simplest form. I've got a little, and you can also put a small can and a large can, and you can do different things and use different wicks and all that. But this is my favorite. Basically, it's a little container, and you can get containers like these all different places. I've actually got a few of them now. This is a free DIY. It doesn't cost anything really. Put a little insulation in there, a little screen, and you got an alcohol stove. I like this kind because it doesn't spill as easy. It's still not spill proof, but it doesn't spill as easy, and it'll hold some in there. So that's really cool. I'm gonna put that there. That's what I like to use. And then I use different hot stands or whatever, but I like this one. It's just um, trucks coming in here. I think this is a water chestnut can. I took the top and bottom off. There's some ashes in there. And just put holes around the top so it does have some ventilation because fire needs ventilation to burn. And then I have denatured alcohol in a little bottle here. Pour some of that in here. Cows are mooing over there. Try not to drip it here or the whole pan will catch fire. But don't really need a lot, like an ounce is enough to boil water for a coffee. Neat little container here. It's pretty much spill proof, well, mostly. Okay, so then, well, I'm gonna get things ready here before I light it. There's a couple people on here, looks like. I don't see any comments yet, so let me know who you are. I don't know. Maybe my comments aren't gonna work this time. I don't know. But then I have my canteen kit, my favorite way to carry water, and it's also got a canteen cup in there and a stove. So I have this. So I'm gonna get my canteen out, and I have a stove, and sometimes I use this stove too. But actually, my alcohol stove will work in there for that matter. I've done that before. And then I got a lid on the bottom here. Put the stove back in there. Okay, and then so my canteen cup ready here. I'm gonna put some water in there. So I hope everybody's doing well today. Hope you enjoyed the military surplus video yesterday. That was fun. Okay, that's that. Okay, then that's ready. And then I got the coffee I have today is Black Rifle. And again, I'm not picky on coffee. I like all coffees. A lot of times I just get what's on sale, but I like Black Rifle when I can get it. This is Beyond Black. I like dark roast. This is a dark roast. And it says this dark roast doesn't explore the darkness, it lives in it. Our go-to dark roast is where bold meets delicious. The robust flavors feature a spicy aroma and dark chocolate tasting notes and satisfying smoky finish. Sorry, that was weird. Yes. So that's what we're having this morning. To be honest with you, I've already had a cup of coffee because I woke up at 3 a.m. I do that a lot. I wake up at 3 a.m. Sometimes I get back to sleep, sometimes I don't. Uh, I couldn't get back to sleep. And so I've been up. Yeah, so it's gonna be one of them days. So I'm gonna use my ferro rod this morning to light this puppy. All right, we can see this. Go like, well, I could go like that while I light it anyway. All right, kind of at a weird angle here. I gotta stand up. There we go. It's lit. Right? Didn't stay lit. There we go. Well, is it gonna stay? I'm gonna put the windscreen around it, the little pot stand. Good night. Good night. What the heck? Why isn't it lighting? That's weird. Maybe it's chilly out here, but I'm getting all kinds of sparks in this pan. All right, you know what? Fine. Use my lighter. Maybe it needs more. Make sure it's not lit. You don't want to put more alcohol on if it's already lit. Should have enough in there. It doesn't take that much. Oh, now it's lit. Not sure why it was doing that. That was weird. Let it kind of bloom a little bit there. All right. Do I have any comments? Well, this is going to be kind of a different live stream. The main reason I like to do live streams is to comment, talk to people. But I don't know. It looks like my comments aren't working. I don't know. All right. Get my water on here. put my lid on because it boils faster with the lid. Get my coffee open. Oh, I should have opened it first. Well, my knife out. So I hope everybody's doing well today. Sorry, kind of weird start here. Oh, wow, that smells good. That smells really good. Smell it, y'all. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? You're not smelling it. Come on, smell it. Get your nose in there and smell it. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. So, and I got a new mug. It's called a GSI Infinity mug. I think it's kind of neat. Basically plastic, and it's got a lid on it, but it's kind of wrapped in kind of a denim. And then it's got a handle, but I wouldn't trust this handle. It's flimsy, but I thought it looked kind of cool. And I might actually put my coffee kit in here. My stove, the fuel, coffee in maybe for my kit. Not sure. Gotta remember to put my gloves on here. Okay, it's still burning. All right. So yeah. Um, Gosh, I wish the comments were working. I don't know what's up here. It's gonna be kind of like a regular video if I don't talk back and forth with y'all, but hope you still enjoy this. Anyway, the scripture for today is James 1:17. I like to start every live stream out with a scripture. James 1:17. Every good and perfect gift is from above. I believe God gave us coffee, and I'm thankful for it. Thank you, Lord, for coffee. Thank you for this beautiful day you have made. Thank you so much for my life, all the trials and all the blessings, everything comes with it. I am so blessed. I am so thankful for so much in my life. So yeah. And the thing is, you know what? Talking to different people lately about the struggles and trials of life. That's another scripture, John 16:33. Jesus said we'd have troubles, but take heart, he has overcome the world. We'll have struggles. Yes, that's part of life. And but we can overcome. We are so blessed. In spite of all the struggles and trials of life, we are blessed. That's how you. Oh my goodness, it's almost boiling. Yeah, it works so good. It really does. Okay. So wanted to talk a little bit about coffee today as I'm making coffee. I remember putting my glove on when I take this off. And yeah, so I'm going to use this cup. I like my little wood mug, but I'm going to use this one just for a change. It'll be kind of neat. I'm not going to use the cover, but okay. So coffee history. What's some coffee history? Now, this is just stuff I Googled, some stuff I've heard. It's probably not all accurate or all that stuff, but take it with a grain of salt. It's just, you can look up the real information. Some of it was from the History Channel, some of it was from random videos and Google and everything. But so basically, there's a couple of different ideas or legends or stories of how coffee came to be. It's grown. I mean, it comes from a tree, but I think it was the 10th century or maybe earlier. I don't know. A man named Kaldi. He was an Ethiopian goat herder, and he noticed one day that his goats were unusually energetic. I mean, they were jumping all over. His goats were dancing, and he thought, "Well, that's weird." So that's kind of a part of a legend. And then I don't know if he started drinking it or he started eating the berries. So they were eating the berries. It's already almost boiling. It's already hot enough for coffee. Um, so, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But they were eating the coffee berries from a tree and getting all this energy and everything. And then there's another part of it is from Yemen, and there was a guy there, and he had those berries too, and he was eating them or he had them in water, or was kind of drinking them or whatever, and he thought it was really good, and he had energy from it, tasted good, and he brought it to a monk, and the monk was like, "No, this is bad. This is no," and he threw it in the fire. Well, when the coffee beans, berries, seeds went into the fire, they started burning. They smelled, and he goes, "That smells good. Let's have some coffee." So that's kind of, yeah, I know there's a lot more to it than that, but I'm gonna put the coffee in because we're already cooking here, y'all. And this I'm making bush coffee. Okay, cowboy coffee, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this would be a good cup of coffee. And I don't do it perfectly. There's different ways you can do it. I just put it in there. I like to stir it in just to get it all in the water so it doesn't burn on the sides. And now I'm going to leave the lid off so I can see it start to boil and heat up. And then I just tap the can and just slowly pour it. And I rarely get any grounds. And it tastes so rich and good, and it's not bitter, and it tastes good. And yeah, I like my I like my bush coffee. Okay, so leave the lid over there now. All right. But yeah, that's kind of a little bit of the history. So Ethiopia, then Yemen, then Arabia, then I went to Europe, eventually came to the US. A big thing, they started making coffee houses, a place where you could just socialize and drink coffee. And they started that in Europe. They called them cafes. Get it? That's where cafe comes from. And there were just people would hang out there and drink coffee and talk and socialize. And that started in the 15th century, I think, something like that, one of those centuries. And they called them penny universities because for a penny, you could get a cup of coffee and you could learn. Because teachers and professors and people from all walks of life would hang out in these coffee houses, these cafes, and drink coffee and chat and have fun together. It was just kind of neat. So as far as in the U.S., the Boston Tea Party, when that thing happened, that's when coffee really kicked in because people didn't want to drink tea anymore because that's a British thing and they're separating, starting in the US and all that. So then coffee really kicked in. So yeah. Some different facts about coffee. Oh, we're boiling. I don't like it to burn on the edge, so I just like to stir it. And some people don't do that, but again, I'm not perfect. It always turns out good. Oh, that's looking good. Boy, that color. And yeah, we'll do a pour in a few minutes. Boy, I wish I could see the comments. I don't know what's up. I think what I did was actually a couple nights ago, I had an automatic update of my phone and it changed everything. And now StreamYard's actually acting different. It looks like there's two people on here, but I don't see the comments. So if you're commenting, I'm sorry. It's kind of like a regular video because we can't talk back and forth. But anyway, so some facts. Again, coffee beans, it's actually a fruit. It's actually a seed. It grows on a tree. And it looks like a cherry, kind of, only it's green. Okay. And inside that fruit seed, and there's like a shell, a husk or whatever, and you take that off, and then there's actually two seeds in there, basically two coffee beans. And yeah, and they're green until you roast them. Okay, and there's different kinds of coffee beans in the world. There's probably 4 or 5 different kinds around the world. Well, and also there's like a coffee belt goes across where the equator is, I believe, around the world, kind of. So it includes Central and South America, also Africa. I don't know, some other countries are in there. Brazil, but there's a few different kinds of coffee beans, but the two biggest ones, most popular ones, are Arabic and Robusta. Arabic is sweeter, and that's about 60% of all the beans in the world, the coffee that's made. Then Robusta is more bitter, and that's about 40% of all the coffee that's made. Brazil is the largest grower of coffee in the world. It accounts for about a third of all the coffee in the world. Finland is the largest consumer of coffee, but the U.S. drinks a lot of coffee too. We drink our fair share of coffee. Let me tell you. I mean, I drink a real big share of it. The U.S. drinks 450 million cups of coffee a day. That's a lot of coffee, y'all. That's a lot of coffee. What else do we got here? I got all kinds of just fun facts here. A little chilly, but it's beautiful. I love it cool. I love cool weather. I don't like hot weather. Okay. One tree yields 1 pound of roasted coffee a year. That's crazy. kind of on average. Hawaii is the only place in America where coffee is grown. But then I seen another thing that it sounds like maybe in California they're growing coffee, so that's a possibility too. The largest retailer of coffee is Dunkin' Donuts. 1 billion cups of coffee a year, or 30 cups a second. It's a lot of coffee. There's different kinds of coffee, different ways to make coffee. There's black coffee, obviously. And so I'm going to share some of my favorites too. But I think I started drinking coffee when I was like 10, 12 years old. But I drank it with milk and sugar when I first started. Now I just drink it black. So there's black coffee, good old black coffee. Like this is really black. Black coffee, there's espresso, there's Americano, there's macchiato, cappuccino. And I think all these names are Italian. I'm not sure, but I think they are. Cappuccino, mocha, Vienna, latte. And then there's iced coffee, there's cold brew. Now there's Frappuccino. I don't think Frappuccino is actually a kind of way of making coffee. I think it's just Starbucks weird thing. But anyway, and then there's different ways you can brew it. You can use automatic drip. You can use a French press, an AeroPress, a mocha pot, an espresso pot, a percolator, a pour over. You can use coffee bags, and you can even instant coffee, which isn't the best. But I usually have instant coffee probably once or twice a week just because it's quick and handy. And sometimes it's good. It's just not as good as real coffee. But speaking of that, Nescafe, I believe, was the first maker of instant coffee. And Sanka was the first maker of decaf coffee. Okay. And a little interesting tidbit of that. Sanka, their cans were orange. That's why coffee pots in restaurants, cafes, and everything, it's orange on the top to let you know that's decaf because it started orange with Sanka. Kind of cool. Coffee is the second largest trading commodity in the world next to oil. Kind of crazy. Yeah, I think we're not quite boiling, but probably because I took the lid off, but it's hot. It's definitely hot enough to drink, that's for sure. It doesn't have to be boiling, really. Some people get all huffy and picky about bush coffee and, you got to boil it and roll it, and I don't know. Whatever. As long as it tastes good. No, I don't know why, but this canteen cup, I got a new one for my coffee. So keep a different canteen cup for food, make my canteen cup meals, which I know I'm a couple weeks behind, but this one, for some reason, the handle isn't locking. See if I can do this without it spilling. No, my hands are over the fire. Okay, here's the pour off, y'all. You ready? Oh, I didn't tap it. It's fine. It doesn't really. Okay, I got to do this so I don't spill. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, good, dark roast, rich, bush coffee. Oh, yeah. My arm's going to catch fire, but it's all part of the fun, y'all. It's all part of the fun, and not a single ground. It just stays in there, y'all. That's good. I like that. I like that infinity cup. Okay, so I'm going to put that over there for now. Now I'm going to put out this fire here. So I'm going to take the pot stand off. Here, I'll go like this. I'll move my coffee so you can kind of see this. I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to put the lid on and it'll put it out. That's it. And it's out. And then I just let it cool. So I'm going to get my coffee over here. Move all this hot stuff over there for now. Put you guys back up on a level here. You know what? Let's come a little bit closer and maybe I can see if the comment. I don't know why the comments aren't working. Not sure. Oh, this is gonna be good coffee. It's gonna be good coffee, y'all. It's always good coffee, isn't it? Isn't it always good? That wait till you hear the final quote. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't trust that handle, but I like the mug. Oh, it smells good. You smell it? Smell the coffee? Look at this. Look at That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see your comments. Is anybody commenting? I don't know why. Hold on here. No, I didn't want that. Oh, guess? Is there any guess? No? I thought maybe a guest or two would pop in, but I guess not this time. I don't see any comments. I'm not sure why. Sorry about that. That's the best part about a coffee live stream is or any live stream is talking back and forth. But for some reason it's not working. Anyway, let's try this coffee. It's hot. Oh yeah. Mm. Oh yeah. So I made a pot of coffee in the truck, and I already had a couple cups this morning. Um, and it's good, of course, but this is better. Oh, this is so good. Oh, yeah. Warms the body, warms the soul. Oh, perfect temperature. Perfect temperature. Very good. Warm up to the coffee. A few more tidbits here. So some of the when coffee, the manufacturers started making coffee. Some of the big brands, uh, some of the earlier brands, Hills Brothers. I'm just going to go down the list here quick, and this isn't all of them, y'all. There's tons of other coffee companies and brands out there, but this is just some of the big ones: Hills Brothers, MJB, Folgers, Arbuckle, Maxwell House, Nestle, 8 O'Clock, Landwehr, New England, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, Cameron's, Dunn Brothers, Chock full of Nuts, Cafe Bustelo, I like that one, Euban, McCafe, New England, Gavalia, Seattle's Best, Community, Caribou, Pete's, and Black Rifle. There's a lot more out there too, but that's some of them. A few other tidbits here. Um, uh, did I mention Kopi Luwak yet? Did I already do that? Maybe I did. No, I don't think I did. Oh my goodness, that's good. Coffee's always good, but that's really good. Kopi Luwak. It's made in Indonesia. It's one of the most expensive coffees in the world. It was discovered when a palm civet, it's some kind of weird cat animal, was climbing through the trees and it started eating the coffee berries. And then it digested them and pooped it out. And for some weird reason, somebody said, "Hey, look at their poop laying there from the palm civet. Let's make coffee out of it." And they did. And so, yeah. But I guess it tastes really good. It's $300 a pound for Kopi Luwak. Coffee was banned in the 1700s for a while, but then the priests blessed it, and then it was okay after that, I guess. So, um, for the most part, oh wait, let's see. For the most, yeah, for the most part, I know people are going to disagree with this, but for the most part, coffee is healthy, y'all. It's a bean, basically a veggie. No, it pretty much is. And, it's not, some people can't drink coffee. Some people can't drink much of coffee. Some people can't have caffeine, all that. I know for some people in different things, it's your own health. You gotta know that and talk to your doctor or whatever. But for the most part, in general, in moderation, it's healthy. It helps with alertness, depression. It protects cells. It helps with cardiovascular disease. It even helps with type 2 diabetes, liver disease, cancer, inflammation, heart disease, stroke, and weight loss. Now, not for everybody, and not for, you know, you drink 50 cups a day, but in general, health, health, blah, blah, blah. Coffee is good for you. I just can't talk. That's a separate thing. So, yeah. Why do I like coffee? Why do I really enjoy coffee? Uh, a few different reasons. It smells good. It tastes good. It's warm and hot. It's comforting. Uh, it's something to enjoy with family and friends. Uh, it's just really enjoyable. I just really like everything about it. It does wake me up, gives me energy, but it's just great to start the day, and I look forward to coffee in the morning. It's just, and for the most part, I don't drink a lot of coffee. I really enjoy my coffee. I'm not like a coffee connoisseur or anything, y'all. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of different ways of making coffee, and I make these coffee kits and all this, and I love my coffee, but I'm not a connoisseur or anything. I can't even spell connoisseur for that matter. But um, I just enjoy my coffee. And where was I going with that? I don't know. Some of my favorites things about coffee. Um, I basically like dark roast. Sumatra is one of my favorites. And I like Black Rifle, but I'll drink anything. Folgers is great. Maxwell House. I like Cafe Bustelo. I like to try different brands. I mean, I've had Seattle's Best and Community and Caribou and some of those chocolate and nuts. I've had those; are really good. And we have a store by our house that coffee goes on sale a lot of times, and sometimes it's the most expensive one, sometimes it's the cheaper one. Whatever's on sale, just get good deals and stuff. I get Black Rifle because I get a discount at Cabela's. Um, so yeah, but I just like different coffees. But yeah, I like dark roast. I like Black Rifle, Sumatra. My favorite way to make coffee. I think it's bush coffee. Just make it in a canteen cup on a little stove or on a fire. I like percolator coffee too. I like French press too, but they're all good. But yeah, this is kind of some of my favorites. As far as snacks or food and snacks, with coffee, I don't like to really eat with coffee. Um, but there are a couple of things that I like with coffee. I like nuts with coffee, like pistachios, corn nuts. I also like chocolate with coffee. But yeah. But yeah, just about some history and just some tidbits and facts about coffee and some of my favorites. I was going to let you all know too. If you are interested, you don't have to. So my channel is free. This is a hobby. I work 70 plus hours a week as a full time job as a truck driver. But I enjoy making videos. It's fun. It's a hobby. It's my outlet for teaching and just, I don't know. It keeps my mind busy. I'm always growing and learning. And yeah, so I don't go crazy out here alone on the road. Um, but I like to make videos. So I'll do 2, 3, 4, 5 videos a week on top of working full time. So I'm a full time YouTuber and a full time truck driver. But anyway, I don't make money. I started making pennies on ads and stuff. My videos will always be free. I just like to share my life and help people smile. That's all. But if you are interested, I do have some merchandise in house. Check in the description of any of my videos. Spreadshop, click on it, and you can get sweatshirts, t-shirts, water bottles, mugs, hats, little fanny packs. They're not fanny packs, they're gear bags. All different things. And I have a few different sayings. One, you can get my sticker, basically the logo of my channel that my friend Robert made. Thanks, Robert, if you're watching. Thanks again. And then another logo he made is a campfire, and it says "Live life fully." One of the things I say all the time, try to live by. And then I put a couple more on there. One is "Find your adventure wherever God has you." And then the other one I just did the other day is for woodworking, because I know a lot of you who watch my channel are woodworkers. Scroll. It says Scroll Style Woodworker. Just scrolling through life, enjoying every curve. So a few different sayings. So if you're interested in any of those, you can check out my spread shop. I also have Amazon links on there. Another way I can just make pennies here and there. It helps me and my wife and helps the channel. I haven't really made anything yet, um, but there's Amazon links of things that I have and I bought gear for woodworking and hiking and different things, and I even have a lot of books on there. You can check those out. If it's something you're going to already buy, if you buy it through my link, then I'll get pennies or whatever if you're interested. But again, my videos will always be free. I just like to share my life and help you smile, and I hope I can do that through all my silly videos. I'm going to make this a short live stream for a couple of reasons. I'm going to get trucking down the road, but also I can't read the comments this time, and that's no fun. I don't know who is watching, but please comment and comment on the video after you watch it, if you watch it later too. Sorry, I don't know why the comments aren't working. I'm going through StreamYard. But yeah, the other reason that I'm going to end it a little shorter than usual is I got to go to the bathroom. To put it bluntly, I got to pee, y'all. I got to pee. And yeah, it's a little chilly, and I'm in the shade here, and I'm wiggling my toes, going to try to finish my coffee, put all this away, end the video, put it all away, get back in my truck, go to the bathroom. It's going to be another 15 minutes before I get to pee. Oh, I hate that thought because I got to go right now. Sorry. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. I just pray God is real and alive in your life, and you give him a chance, because God is real. He is alive. He's the reason we're all here. And he gives us purpose and joy that we'll never lose. And we live for him and receive him as our personal Lord and Savior. We'll be with him forever, for eternity. And we'll have more joy in this life, and comfort and peace and hope, and live with him for eternity in heaven, alive with him. So I just hope you're all doing well and having a good spring. Spring is slowly coming all around the country. I don't want summer. I don't like the heat and bugs, but I like fall, winter, and spring, and a little bit of snow here and there still. But yeah, it is. Spring is springing. It doesn't look like anybody's on here right now, but I know a lot of people will watch it after. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Just some fun facts and history about coffee. Oh, someone with a little dog, a tiny, tiny little dog, is like this big. Anyway, I'm gonna call this alive at only 43 minutes. Wow, I know that's a short one, but I've done some long ones too. We'll see though, because I might actually be parked in Council Bluffs, Iowa for the weekend. So maybe I'll do another live stream tomorrow or Sunday. We'll see. Again, please watch my older videos too. It's kind of like a TV channel, I have over like 500 and almost 550 videos now of all different things, woodworking and hiking and just enjoying life and doing different things. So please go watch my older ones. Please give this a thumbs up. Please give it a, comment, and please subscribe if you like my channel. Again, check out the links in the description and all that stuff. And I just pray you're all doing well. Oh, final quote. The final quote for this coffee live stream. Life is too short for bad coffee. I agree, but a day with bad coffee is still a good day. I don't know if I've ever had any bad coffee. I'm not that picky, and it's just always good. Another quote. It's more than just a cup of coffee. It's a way to catch up with a friend. And like I said before, I like to sit on our front deck at home and just have a cup of coffee, pray, talk to God, listen to God, listen to the birds. We're blessed by abundance of birds on our deck, and right there in our yard. We live in the country, and yeah, just coffee with a friend. Coffee and Jesus, coffee and your spouse, coffee with your kids or grandkids, or family, friends. It just it's enjoyable to have a cup of coffee and just enjoy it with others. So thank you for enjoying this cup of coffee with me. I'm so sorry the comments haven't worked. I don't know why. I might switch back to just using YouTube, but when I do it on YouTube, the picture is backwards. I haven't figured that out. But anyway, I'm going to end this live stream so I can go to the bathroom. Anyway. Oh, I just hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.